We are
At one
live.
point, never mind.
But yes, what I've noticed is that Twitch apparently has stopped, at least from my channel, removing past broadcasts, which is good. Except they stopped removing past broadcasts immediately after they removed our review of our two Burning Wheel games.
Oh, so it was New and G are the two that were skipped.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, they skipped New because it sounds too much like New NEW.
The new
would
COVID
be
variant,
confusing.
new.
Yeah, that would be confusing.
The new.
New.
And G is because it sounds too much like the president of China.
Oh.
And okay.
Also, fair.
I think that was the actual reason.
That was the actual reason. Yeah. I mean, understandably so, right? Like, it's bad messaging.
Yes, especially with racism.
We don't want to talk about it like that. We never want to talk about it like that.
I don't know why they picked the Greek alphabet. No one knows the Greek alphabet.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that's why they were like, we can skip to. No one knows this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So, how was everyone's holiday? We have been away for almost a month, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It was eventful.
Yes, I have revolved around the sun another year.
Yes.
I think we both had birthdays at that same period of time.
Wait, what's your birthday?
The 20th?
Oh, yeah, mine's the 1st.
I will have to send you both the Arrogant Worm's birthday song.
Yes.
As part of my birthday, as you see, I'm in new chair.
Ooh.
You have a new chair.
New chair.
Yeah,
Quality
I'm a
of life
gamer
plus
boy
one.
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that last year. Although I bought it for myself.
A hashtag gamer chair.
Yes. Well, it's
Yeah.
They're about the same price as a comparable office chair.
Yep.
But this way I can make dumb gamer chair jokes.
Yeah, and I always get my dad's hand-me-down office chairs because he'll get himself a new one and be like, "You want my old office chair?" I'm like, "Okay," and I'll just get his.
I've
Now
bought a new office chair earlier this year after my previous one I'd had for several years, which is still right here. I have my backup chair.
Oh, this one almost didn't make it.
But it's like falling apart.
Yeah. This one almost didn't make it across the country. It was like the last thing I was trying to shove in the U-Haul.
Oh. Yeah.
But I made it work.
Because my girlfriend got me this for my birthday, and she lives like around 45 minutes to an hour away because California, right? Mm-hmm. California traffic. So she built part of it and then realized it wasn't going to fit in her car. So she took like the legs off of it, like the wheelie parts, and then stuck it in her car and drove over.
That's an awesome solution to a problem. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll wait to get an office before I get a chair.
Kitchen.
Yeah.
You don't need to wait.
This is my whole room. I could it's not that far away, that wall.
Yeah. An office, though, is on my want list when we move again. We just get 2 bedrooms so I can have some place that's not the kitchen.
Yeah.
I feel you. I'm in my living room with a green screen behind me, so.
Yeah. It's hard because that's what my girlfriend and I are trying to do is
a 2-bedroom apartment.
We're figuring out, do we do a 2-bedroom or do we save the however much extra money it is
get a
to rent?
2-bedroom. Just do it.
That's what I'm telling her, but she's like, no, it'll save money. It's like, it's California. We're not going to save that much more money.
There is one other piece to that puzzle, and that is that you will grow to the size of your container plus 15%, right?
That's fair.
So you're always going to have more stuff than you can fit in your domicile.
But not even storage-wise. Just if someone wants a break from the other one, it's nice to have a second room to be in.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I want to play video games and you want to watch TV. That's fine. We can just do that, and we don't need to fight over the same space.
And she also has a cat, and I'm like, listen, if we get a second bedroom, it could be office/cat room. I'll hang out with your cat. I love your cat.
I have the opposite opinion. I don't want the cat in the office. The cat
And
is
I have a bunch
everywhere
of like
else.
yeah, and I have a bunch of like collectible stuff, and she's like, I don't want that stuff in like the living room. It's like, okay, but if we get a 1 bedroom, where am I
You're
gonna put it?
only you're just making your own case.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The more you say
Good.
things, the more it sounds like you need a second room.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, can
Or you'll be able
Whereas
to
I
make
can-
claim to the bedroom and just decorate the entire bedroom.
oh no, she wouldn't know.
Yeah,
So not the
that's
bedroom,
a
not the
second
main
room.
room. So then you need
entire
another room.
point of-
Exactly.
The entire point of collectibles is to put them in the living room so that everyone can see. I
Yeah,
don't understand this.
I could grab them if you can't see them that well, but I got for Christmas a little Mandalorian figurine. You might be able to see
nice.
little Grogu. Here, I'll just grab them.
Not on
It's
stream
cool.
because the stream is cutting off part of the cameras.
Oh no, I'll grab it then.
I've got a Toxic Avenger cycle in the China cabinet. It's a little toy from the early
Ooh.
90s that's like neon orange. It's awesome.
Great.
And I've had it since I was a kid. So
Nice.
that and a Donatello figure are
Why
in
were
the
you
China
allowed to
cabinet.
watch Toxic Avenger as a kid?
I mean, I did. There was a VCR and my parents didn't care.
Okay. It was unsupervised as well.
Mhm.
It was a delicate procedure
Nice.
because he doesn't have anywhere to go. He's like not mounted
Mhm.
here, so I just gotta put him down.
And
Why
there
isn't
was
he
a
mounted?
I don't know.
It came with it though, even though it was
Yeah, I came with it, and it's like on the box. He just doesn't have like a spot on the
weird.
thing, but
You could
Mando
hot
does.
glue? You could just like hot glue him on
I
Mando's
could
head.
hot glue it. What, put him like here?
Yeah.
That
Like on
would
the shoulder.
require
Like the-
like many minutes of holding it there to make sure it doesn't fall
Yeah.
off while the glue dries.
Oh, and I did mention this to our Friday group, but I also got a Black Series Mandalorian helmet that my head is too big to fit in
Of course.
because I have a big head, but everyone else in my family could put on that helmet if they want.
I'm ready for the Mandalorian VR game where they just give you a helmet that just goes on your face. You have a PlayStation controller.
That would work. Someone would
Yep.
probably sell that if it wasn't that niche.
How is that niche? I feel like it's.
I mean, if it's
that's-
the entire set, that's going to be expensive for a gag.
I was
right.
thinking just the helmet.
Okay.
So you have your
Probably make the helmet
and
around
PJs.
one of the VR headsets.
Yeah, like, and then I just want the ad of someone with the helmet and like the undershirt and like their boxers on the couch with the PlayStation controller, and that's the whole magazine ad.
You see, even if someone made that, it still wouldn't fit my head because I have on my snapback hats, I have to go to the last 2 notches on my snapback hats. I have a big dome.
Yeah,
It's a problem here. I'm wearing children's hats. They're supposed to fit age 7-year-olds.
I have to buy extra large face masks. I get it.
Mm. I do that too, but I have to stick it under my glasses because they're big on the front, but they fit around my head. So I stick them under my glasses so I don't get the fog.
So, what happened last session?
I don't know, but
Speaking
I
of
do
fog.
have a game question.
Yes.
How many advancements does everyone else have?
Is that like when it's like a level up, but not really, right?
Yeah, it's the thing
Yeah.
down at the bottom. 2. I have 2.
2.
2 marked, but then I also have 5 XP, and I don't know if that's wrong.
I think that
Oh.
is wrong.
You
I
'Cause
also
there's-
have 2 and 5 XP at the top.
So do I.
I know that I was the one who was hoarding the XP, and I have 2 and 2 XP.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
we
I
just
think
didn't.
we all have 5 and 1, or 2 advancements and 1 XP.
I think so
is
too.
what it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay. Just checking, because I don't remember well enough.
and I haven't been paying attention directly to that specifically. You track your
Oh,
XP.
right.
That's not my job.
Yeah, I did the 4 points into stat pools, and I remember I think I put them all into might because I take a lot of damage.
I think I did too. I didn't put them all into might, but I'm pretty sure I put like 3 of them into might, or like 2 into might, something like that.
Be at edge so that I can actually take some more hits and dodge. Run.
Yeah. I need might edge. I have speed and intellect edge, but I, for some reason, built very mighty. So I need my might edge up so I could do the free roll an extra or go down an extra one by pushing myself thing.
Hmm.
So that's next.
I think we had another game question a little bit about reloading and ranged weapons, but I'm not sure that was actually resolved.
I'm looking at it now. I think we're good. Most of the weapons individually say when they require an action to reload. Like, it's always, we were talking about reloading ranged weapons. It is an action to reload ranged weapons, and some of them will just say they require an action to reload.
And if they don't, you're good to go.
If they don't, then yeah, basically you're good to go. Some of them will say like you can shoot this, like the buzzer in the book, for example. It holds up to 5 discs and requires an action to reload, so it's only every 6th action needs to be a reload.
It was just weird because there are a couple of special actions where it's like, you don't have to reload. If you have this, you don't have to reload. Spend an action to do it. And I'm like, that's either really good or really underpowered. And I don't.
Yeah. So it's when you're out of ammo for appropriate. So something like a crossbow that only holds one thing at a time would be every other action would be a reload. If it's something that has a lot of ammo in it, it would be a lot less often.
Rule of sense.
Yep.
So reloading my harpoon launcher would take an action.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have a harpoon magazine.
Yeah.
I don't. I did not spend the extra money on the automatic harpoon launcher.
What a shame.
Listen, you could have had a repeating harpoon launcher. They made repeating crossbows in ancient China.
Yeah, but then what do you tie the rope onto?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, not that every harpoon has a rope attached, but that seems like a core function of a harpoon. Is that you could pull it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is
So,
touche.
You guys were about to ambush some birds.
Mm.
Okay.
There are 6 of them.
I feel like this was last episode start too.
Yeah. So
yeah, we're back where we started.
So yeah, you guys are currently hiding from 6 flock members on their way past you. They have ostensibly just raided Scrap, the hub.
Were we going back to Scrap? Was that the plan?
No, I think we were
We
jumping
went
these birds
through
and then
the bird's nest.
You snuck up
We got
past
to
the
the
bird's
food
nest.
court, and then we're like, oh, look, it's a raiding party coming back from Scrap. Well, there's less of them. Let's jump.
There's 6 of them. They are carrying a bunch of supplies with them. There are 3 shopping carts that 3 of the 6 are pushing. One is filled with various metal parts, scrap metal. You can spot power cells, similar things like that. One is just covered with a dark cloth over the entire thing, so you can't tell what's under it. And one is filled with a bunch of potted fruit-bearing plants in like planters that have been stuffed on like a regular grocery shopping cart. In addition to those 3 shopping carts, 2 of the remaining 3 flock are rolling a large barrel alongside them. It is what's the word? You hear the sound of rolling liquid inside it.
it's not the barrel robot that our
No,
guy who hired. Okay.
No, it's a large plastic barrel.
Not a
So
cylinder.
I think the best plan is we all spread out, surround them. Then I'm going to try to get them to surrender. When they don't, someone who can shoot fire will shoot fire at them, and then we try again, and then we just continue in that pattern until they're either dead or surrendered.
I can shoot blood.
That's also a horrifying option. Cool.
Okay.
So we have.
I cannot shoot fire, so
I would I would heavily suggest that we make use of the terrain and somehow make it so that 6 birds can't shoot one person into the shreds.
Yeah, that's what I meant by we spread out and like we get behind cover and we just yell at them and
Oh.
pelt them until they give up.
Because we're in the food court, right?
Yeah.
I will point out that I have absolutely no ranged abilities whatsoever, but okay, we'll do this.
We could hide in the different, lords of the food courts areas, right?
Yeah.
So, like, we could go to the
get
Burger
behind the
King's
counter.
area.
Yeah, you get behind the counter and
Mhm. Yeah, I'll be
What's
behind
going to
the
stop
counter.
them just flying or fleeing back along towards the rest of the roost in that case?
We cut them off,
we cut them off.
Okay.
so we could have either Big Shark Man there or
Yeah.
you.
I was
Yeah, I'm
gonna
good
try
with
to.
that.
I was gonna try to intimidate them into giving up.
I'm good with the cutting off because that at least means I can not do range.
Okay. So, um, as they like you're all in position, and they are slowly chattering to themselves in what seems to be flock language. They sound like birds. Um, as they're quite slowly going past. It's obvious that some of the stuff here is quite heavy for them. So you have some time.
Yeah.
And then you step out in front of them.
Mostly just shark head up.
Okay.
In my brain, like the scene is like they're walking through the food court. If there's a camera, we just see a shark fin like going across.
Going across. I
Da-da.
poke my head up and I yell at them to stop. Put your wings in the air, kind of thing.
Okay. Are you? Do you want to roll to intimidate them and to try and like get them
Yes,
to stop?
I want to persuade them that it is in their best interest to stop and put their wings in the air.
Okay.
The obvious penalty is the large shark mouth.
All right. So they're in a group here. Okay. Then I think your difficulty here with them only seeing you and with them
Well, what if I had that we have you surrounded?
okay, you imply there's more people and stuff like that?
Yes.
Difficulty 4.
So it's 4.
Yes.
Because of my knowledge enhancement, I have a skill in persuasion.
Let me check if well, like I mean the skills do mean what we want them to mean. But I'll just check anyways if there was something.
Was that one that you just picked up?
No, it's a
It's the
cipher.
brain thing, right? Yeah.
It's a cipher that gives me skills for 28 hours.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Because we had time to set up our ambush, I have a question for the group.
Mhm.
My kinetic blast is long, but only does it does 4 damage, but I only get 1 of it, and then I have to either hurt myself to keep doing it or get shot at to keep doing it. So do I go long to hit him once and then move in to start hitting him from short, or do I just start at short?
I'd say go long because the
Yeah.
odds of you getting hit are pretty good for recharging
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll
The
just
way I'm
I'll set-
seeing this is that Shark is on one side of the hallway back to the roost. I am on the other, and the two of you are kind of hiding behind.
Mhm. Yeah, the
As
rogue
per-
can come and
Um
backstab.
a bonus to persuasion will not help you. At least using the default skill list, it does specifically separate persuasion and intimidation.
I'm just trying to persuade them that this is in their best interest.
Logically, you will all die.
This isn't a threat.
You're
I'm stating
actually coming
facts,
at it from a
and this is
persuasive point of view.
yeah.
I just thought you all should know.
As for your benefit, if you drop
Yes.
your stuff now, you won't die in 5 seconds.
You drastically reduce your chance of shark attack if you just leave and drop your stuff.
Studies have shown that raiders suffer a 38% increased chance of shark attack.
Yeah.
Huh, I can't adjust my own mic. Weird.
Oh no.
Oh well. I thought I was slightly too loud on OBS, but oh well, I'll figure it out. Oh well.
Okay,
So yeah.
4 to 3.
Yep, level
And
3
then-
difficulty right now.
I want to spend 2 intellect down to 1 intellect because I have edge to make it 2.
It's 3, I think, normally.
Mhm.
3 points of intellect to use a point of effort normally. So you can discount that down to 2.
Yeah, the first one is 3. The subsequent ones are 2, but we don't have higher effort, so that's moot point.
Okay. Well, I spend 2 points of intellect, make it 2,
Okay. Perfect.
and I roll. And I succeed!
Nice.
I'm the best.
Okay. So I'm gonna just raise everyone else's volume then instead. Then they're equal to mine. When they initially hear your voice, they like immediately raise their weapons. You see, they have a variety of weapons. Some melee, some like firearms. One with a bow and arrow. But then as you make your case to them, that it would be in their best interest to surrender. They start like looking at each other and like squawking. They say finally one of them, who was they're the one who is holding a shotgun. Says, "What do you want? What do you want us to surrender to you? It's our stuff.
All of it.
All of it?
All of it.
We can't just have some."
You can keep your underwear.
Do they wear underwear?
You keep the feathers that we would pluck from your corpses.
I'm gonna assume you don't know if they wear underwear.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume they do wear underwear.
Normal birds don't wear underwear. These birds probably don't either.
Eh. Okay. I think they look at each other and they say, well,
Just tell
They
your
start,
boss
like,
to
talking to each other like nervously in bird. And then they say again to you like, well, if we come back empty-handed, we're probably gonna get killed anyways. Can we give you
What if
like
I
half the
bite
stuff?
one of you? No, what if I bite one of you so you have an excuse? You can say you bravely fought off the attackers.
You're not. Then it's not gonna kill us.
Oh, just a flesh wound.
They start like looking at each other nervously again.
Who's gonna take the bite?
Yeah. Eventually, one of them gets like shoved forward to volunteer. It's the one who was holding the bow and arrow. Before we do this, the person in the back says, "There's a one of the carts we need to take back anyways." He gestures to the one with the blanket covering it. It's just a fallen flock member of ours.
You can't take the cart. You can carry him. We need the cart to get the rest of the stuff back.
But the stuff is already on its own cart.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
where'd
don't
you
want to
get the-
walk.
They look at each other like they think that's really dumb, but are way too intimidated to.
They're way too persuaded.
Definitely. Okay. The one with the bow and arrow like shuffles itself forward gingerly and like raises.
Are you a lefty or a righty?
They raise their right wing to you.
So you're a lefty?
I think they look at you and aren't they don't nod or they don't shake their head in either way.
So you want the arm you use most bit and not the other one?
Just this one.
Okay. I would like to inflict 2 points of damage to his arm.
Okay. Yep. He lets you do that. He lets you bite his arm.
Amazing strategy.
Yep. And then I would like to offer you a GM intrusion.
I'm listening.
As a part shark, there is a thing called blood frenzy that sharks have. So I would like to, as part of the GM intrusion, offer you a. I guess I put it. You get the taste of bird blood, and you want more, and you don't let go, and this is how things turn south.
Yeah, I would like to rip apart the bird.
Okay.
God, all right.
Perfect. So he's gonna start with 2 damage dealt to him, and then you're not letting go. So you can why don't you make an attack right now as well to keep holding on and to keep
Yeah,
biting.
what's
him
the
some more.
attack difficulty?
Uh,
For a bird, my mouth is already on.
It's like
normally 3.
shaking him around like
I
a
would say in
dog.
this case it would be 2. You already have advantage from already hanging on to him. Yep.
Quick question so that we don't lose it. Second XP goes somewhere.
Yes.
Oh,
You have to put the second XP somewhere.
As gets it because I got a thumbs up.
Sweet.
Wait, who got
Thank
it?
you.
As.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay, perfect. So you deal another 2 damage to them, I believe?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right.
I assume we're gonna be rolling initiative.
And then we're
Yes.
going to be rolling initiative as they like, no, let go, he's not letting go, and then everyone starts panicking. Killian,
I'm stuck.
you were preparing an action if this starts going south. What was it?
Yep. I was going to teleport behind the guy that was speaking, like the guy with the shotgun,
Yep.
and put a sword to his throat.
Are you still doing that now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. He's kind of middle back of the group. The rest of them are kind of grouped together, but you can still do that with the teleport.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I'm there.
It's very
Okay.
hot.
Perfect. And then sword to his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, they're all panicking. I don't think you can definitely, if you want to, on your turn, intimidate them. But I think we'll start with initiative. There we go.
So I do not remember what rolling initiative is.
I don't either.
So you'll be. I think it's against their difficulty level, is what I remember.
It is.
So,
Yep.
difficulty 3 for initiative with speed.
And if you have any initiative training or anything like that.
I did it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I did it. Ooh. Does that do anything?
I want to say lower is better here.
No, I think it's still higher is better.
Is it? Okay,
Yep.
sweet.
You'll get a bonus, which
Well,
I think
yeah.
means you can intimidate him now if you want to.
Intimidate or decapitate.
Totally
These are
up
my
to you.
problems.
Ooh.
Listen.
Decapitate.
We're gonna have to deal
We're
with these
gonna have to
birds
take them out
eventually.
anyway.
So yes, I think decapitate is the answer because then I can pick up his shotgun and not be
Yeah.
totally useless.
It'd basically be you get an extra turn before combat starts because of your prepared action is what I think it would go. So you would
Nice.
almost get, you get 1 action to use now, and then we start initiative, which also means you'll get another 1 then.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to kill him with my Verid. How does that work? I am not a fighter.
That's fair. It's typically a might roll, so yeah, might for anything melee, unless you have something specific otherwise.
It
I don't
can
think
be
yours-
speed
It
if
can
you
be
describe
speed.
it in that way.
Yes.
This
Okay.
does not sound like a speed action.
No.
No.
I agree. The speed was the teleporting, but not in how you're.
Can
handling
I
the sword.
argue biology as a factor for skills?
These are weird mutant birds. I don't think so here.
Do they have
I
hollow? But no,
perform
wait.
surgery on weird mutant things and take their things for my things.
It's true.
This seems arguable. Also, they're weird mutant birds who we have seen fly. So, more than likely, the only way they can fly at the human size is if they have hollow, brittle bird bones,
Which
making
are easier
it easier
to
to
break.
decapitate through.
That would be the case whether or not you were knowledgeable of that.
Hmm.
I would also argue that these we know them as the flock, so they are common in this area. They are not like this is the first time we are meeting them.
We've killed them before.
You have fought them
We
before.
we
But
have
as
heard of
for
their
I also have
lore.
biology,
performing surgery, if that's more applicable to this.
I
Like
would say
cutting-
that is.
cutting throats.
Yes.
It's a head
Listen,
transplant.
It's a kind
Only
of
the first
surgery.
half.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Surgery intentionally performed badly.
that brings it down to 2, and I'll spend the might to bring it down to 1 because
More like a
I want this
RimWorld
to work.
surgery than like a normal surgery. Oh man, that's a joke only for me. I forget I'm the only one who plays
That's
RimWorld.
success.
Success.
Yes,
Perfect.
So now the question is, light weapon, medium weapon?
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. You deal 4 damage to this guy. This time because he's not willingly being bitten. His armor absorbs 1 of the damage.
Does he have like a neck goiter? Like what's the armor?
Oh yeah, no, they're all wearing like they're all wearing leather armor. They went for a raid. They were prepared for a fight. They're wearing.
See, this flock is part turkey,
Does he have a-
so you just got his gobbly part.
There we go.
And then we gotta be put in the initiative tracker, right?
That's what I'm doing. I'm just setting up all of their HPs. Perfect.
I think last.
So yeah,
isn't
no,
it-
you wound him. You get him. The guy with the shotgun like jumps away from you when you do that. As you start doing that, before you're able to fully decapitate him, you get a large gash on his shoulder there, through the armor, and definitely quite injured. So we have Killian, Horatius as NPCs, and Finley.
Remember, light weapons do it. It's -1 to the attack roll, so it moves down an extra step if it's a light weapon.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. And as is below, and everyone else is
Everyone
before.
else is above.
Perfect. So you guys can go in any order you want, basically, between Killian, Horatius, and Finley.
So what weapons do they have?
So they have each of them different. There's the bow and arrow guy who's been bit twice now.
Yep.
There's the shotgun guy who has a now serious injury. There's one with a hunting rifle who's kind of near the back of the group, but they're also kind of grouped together, and I would say they're all within a immediate distance right now of Killian.
Okay.
A short distance away from that group with Killian in it is both Finley and the one with the bow and arrow who was bit. The others have an axe and a shield, a great hammer, and a new.
It's a bird. How does he carry it?
It's a big hammer. Yeah, no,
Is
he
it made
had
of
it before.
foam?
It was there before.
Buff bird.
Yeah, and then there's one with a new type of weapon you haven't seen before.
Black hole gun. Oh.
No. Let me see if it's one that's actually from the book. I'm gonna see if I can find a thing that describes it.
He has a thing called it. I was gonna say he has a gun called the inverter, where it makes your insides your outsides.
See, some of the loot I'm most excited for is let's get some of their weapons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, I found a drawing for it. It looks like a gun, except the barrel for it is very wide in a long rectangular shape.
Okay.
This guy's
Well-
got a vacuum cleaner.
If no one else has a plan, I would like to throw bodily the one I'm biting at the guy with the vacuum cleaner, and just try to take them both down.
All right. That sounds like might, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't
Um,
gonna open my mouth either.
I think that. Oh, you're just gonna like throw
Gonna whip
with
him
your
around
mu-
like a
with-
dog.
Yeah, and then throw them. When the flesh rips.
Yep. I like the idea. I think it will be a higher difficulty to do, but it'll do
Is it
increased
one of
damage if you
those
do it.
minor things?
We can
or-
treat it as a heavy weapon attack almost, and then split
Cool.
yeah.
Throw friend at friend.
Yep. So I
The
think
classic halfling toss.
Yep.
Friends are a heavy weapon.
Let me look. 6 points of damage.
Someone
Plus
write
use
this
2
down.
hands.
Put that on a shirt. Friends are a heavy weapon.
Oh, okay. Heavy weapons aren't harder to hit with, so then I would make it bigger than a heavy weapon, but require it'd be 4 damage both to the person throwing and to the person thrown at, but it would be 1 step harder than normal. 1 step?
Cool.
8 damage is a lot. I'd make it 2 steps harder than normal.
I think that what might be doing here is, as a glaive, it specifically says, hey, you can use any type of weapon, including heavy. I think the glaive is the only one who can actually use heavy weapons.
Well, this
without
isn't literally a heavy
disadvantage.
weapon. This is just treating it
Yeah.
as if it was a heavy weapon worth of damage. This is a throw.
Which,
and
I
I
guess
don't
it's
think
doing
there's...
exactly the same thing, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will try not to roll for.
No, if it was an actual weapon, I think, yeah, that would be weirdly glaive only. But in this case...
So, what? I'm looking at 4?
4 damage both to the person thrown and to the person
Yeah.
thrown at.
So
The
what's my
difficulty
first
would be 5.
5? I don't have... Does this count as breaking his arm?
That's not your specific intent, I would say no. I mean, it probably will, but it's not like...
break someone with someone.
Yeah, I'm trying to break someone with someone.
I would say no. They
Tasks
might...
related to damaging objects with the goal of breaking, piercing, or demolishing them.
They are not objects. How dare you?
Based on
When they
what?
become dead, they become
Do
objects.
they not have
Exactly.
carbon?
Yeah, no, if you killed him first, he's then an object. So
Yeah.
if he dies in this, the second attack is better.
Classic D&D rules. You become you're objectified upon death.
Yep.
All right, I'll spend 3 might to bring it down, I guess.
Okay. Do you have any might edge?
No?
Okay. So that brings it down to difficulty 4. And then do you have a... No, you're training in all defenses. You don't have training in attacks, do you?
No attacks, only defense.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Then I think we're good. Difficulty 4.
Oh.
You could use that XP to re-roll that you got for this intrusion.
Is that worth it?
It's a
On a
less than
12?
50% chance.
Yeah, you got a
It's-
40% chance.
Would I still do damage to the person that I
No.
was holding on
In this
to?
case, you would not. No. In this case, I think he slips free before you get a lot of momentum and is free of your bite, basically, before you were able to do any more significant damage. He's still not that far from you. You weren't able to throw him far. But yeah.
Man, I think I might just whiff it and like shake him around a bit, and he falls out, and I doesn't get
Yeah.
launched.
Okay. Perfect.
Because I need that edge, and I need XP to get the edge.
Fair. Okay, Finley has gone. Killian or Horatius? Who's next?
I actually need to look at something real fast.
Horatius,
Okay.
then.
I was going to ask, do you want me to try and kill Shotgun Guy so you
Yes.
could pick up his gun and use it? Or do you want me to hit someone else?
Focus fire is probably good. And they're all
Okay.
within immediate range of me still, so I'm still in a target-rich environment.
All right, I'm going to kinetic blast that bird. You release 1 point of energy. I think last time I did this, you didn't have me roll. It's just like a thing.
Yes, it's not a roll, I believe, because you have to absorb energy to get that charge, and that's effectively what you do to pay for it instead of rolling.
Okay.
Right?
Here, I'll post it again. Oh, it says action at the end of it.
Yeah,
don't
it,
know
it
if
still
that-
costs an action to do that. That just means it takes your turn. It's not free. Yeah, you release 1 point of energy you've absorbed. It's not an attack. I think we talked about it. It's almost like magic missile.
Okay, I bloody magic missile the shotgun bird
Okay.
for 3 damage because it's armor.
Okay, perfect. No, he his wide bird eyes grow even wider when he sees that heading towards him. He raises his arms to like protect himself, and the missiles like impact them, and it is magnifying focused blast of kinetic energy. So I think we
Is it specifically targeting the already bloody gash on his shoulder?
Yeah, it's like basically when he's holding kinetic energy, it's like underneath his skin like vibrates,
Gross.
and then when he shoots it out, it's just like a blood spear, and it will focus in on his injuries.
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, it's gross.
So yeah, his wing it pierces his wing that he raised to protect himself. He is still alive, as we've established before. Lots of the creatures here are pretty tanky, but he's definitely very injured.
Except for us, we're not tanky. Only the bad guys.
Okay. So question: since we were setting this up, would I have had time to create a poison before this? Because I forgot I even had the ability. It's a one action.
If it's a one action, then yes.
Okay. Good. I have the poison.
You have the power.
It's an extra 5 damage on an attack, so it's helpful.
Right. The poison for the flock. The flock's poison.
Not gonna use it on this round. I don't think I need it really. I'm just gonna go after the same guy with the Varid, which is a 3. I don't think this is surgical, so I'm gonna just have to spend the might and get it down to a 2.
Oh, sorry, it's down by a 2 already because it's a light weapon.
It is not a light weapon.
No, never mind then.
And I think a light weapon's only one step easier.
Yep.
Well, from 3 to 2.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
1 step. That's
yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Does the
More
19
damage.
do something?
Yes.
Then a 19 does something, yeah.
Does it kill him?
Finding this page again. I think it does extra damage and a major effect. I'll just double check. Here we go.
19 is a minor effect, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deals 3 points additional damage. If the roll was something other than attack, the PC gets a minor effect. So it's just an extra 3, so it's 7.
Okay, well that's definitely overkill in this case. So I think, is there another alternate effect that it gives as an example?
It says if the roll was something other than an attack, it'll give a minor effect. But
okay.
since this was
if
an
it
attack,
is an attack, it is just extra damage. Okay, then yeah,
Yep.
you finish him off, and the bird and his shotgun both fall.
Is it
So
an
the
action
birds
to pick
have-
up a shotgun?
It is.
Damn it.
The birds have max 9 health, so we're good.
Here's my question. Is it an action for me when all of this is going down to have at least stood up to make myself a target, or am I still stuck cowering behind the desk until
You're not sure what's happening yet. You're unclear on the plan.
I think you're still behind the desk. This is all happening very quickly.
Oh, I'm fine with being behind the desk. Can I stand up? I just want to say, hey, I want to be an option of this target pool.
You didn't before the
squishies.
fight started, so I
Yeah.
won't actually say yes this time.
Fair enough.
Okay. So let's see how the protecting goes. Let's see who is in melee with Killian, because Killian right now, as much as a giant shark in front of them is a threat, the man who just killed one of them next to them is also a threat. Killian.
Also, Blood Wizard. Don't forget about Blood Wizard.
That's true. The two that are next to you with the axe and the great hammer, both melee weapons, will both rush you, swinging at you with 2 attacks.
Okay. Not trained in anything, so yeah.
You're dodging to try and just avoid them, then?
So here's my question. How do you do with that take the hit thing? I'm assuming.
They can't physically attack you right now, this action, so I don't know if you can take the hit, if that makes sense.
Okay.
If they could... if they could attack
Here's
anyone
draw the
else
attack.
this round. Yeah, here we go. Draw the attack. You can present yourself. In most cases, it succeeds without a roll. In this case, they, yeah.
Okay, so
In this
is it
case, you could use an intellect action to draw the attack. That would be on your turn, but it would also mean, I think, in this case, they would go out of their way to, like,
Next turn.
even if they're not in melee with you, they'd run into melee with you, kind of thing.
Well, the way we've done draw the attack before,
Yeah.
it's like when you defend, right? So you just say, I would like to draw the attack.
Yes.
And then either it works or you have to roll for it.
Yes, normally yes. Oh yeah. Then why did it say action on this time? I just noticed the term action that.
I
And
would
I
assume
think
that
it's
in
like
that
little
case,
a.
my
Is it
turn
big
is
A or
done.
they're
little
always
A?
little a, I think.
yeah, but draw the attack is when an NPC attacks a character. That's the trigger here.
You're right. Okay, yeah. You can make an int roll if you want to draw them to you instead of having them attack Killian. And then they'll spend this turn moving towards you if you succeed.
Yeah, that sounds like a much better idea.
Okay.
So if they
Uh,
start moving towards you, your turn is easier. You just have to like stand up and punch them in the face.
I think that this would be my turn.
No, this is
No, I
this
don't
is
think it
not
takes
your
your
turn. This is
action.
just
Yeah,
Oh no,
but
yeah,
you only
it would
get one action.
it would be your turn. Yeah, you just are using it early. That is a thing that can happen sometimes, as you can use
Yeah.
your turn early.
Now, when it comes back around to your turn, you can stand up and punch them in the face.
Um,
Because I know when I did it last time, you said I
it
could
is
draw the attack
confusing.
and then do it on my turn.
It is confusing, but yes, Marissa, this does not take up your turn. We just decided that the downside of it was not that it took an action, but that the attacks against you are actually easier. Your defenses are hindered.
Okay, so it would be hindered for the very first defense. That seems reasonable. I still want to stand up and draw the attack. I guess I can't get both of them at the same time. I can only do one of them. Any preference as to which?
What do you want to be hit
Oh.
with?
You can do
Probably the
both, but they would be
axe or
separate
a hammer.
rolls. You can do both, but they would be separate rolls.
Sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
just try and get both.
Just on the off chance, because I had a different idea. Is it possible to use an intellect defense against something like this and make two attackers hit each other?
A defense can only mean you avoid the attack. It cannot actually deal damage.
Fair enough.
There is a specific glaive move called misdirect that I did not take that lets you do that.
Okay.
So, but
See,
yes,
that-
you can use an intellect defense if you have an intellect defense.
Yeah, that's the issue with games that are like this, where you need to know all of the rules of everyone else before you can say yes to something that someone else came up with, because
Yeah.
otherwise you're stepping on a class.
We'll definitely talk a lot about this game and its strangeness and sort of middle of the road and the downsides and upsides with that it has when we get to the review. But for now, the difficulty is 3 to persuade them to attack you. If you want to give them a compelling reason that the lay out your case. What do you do?
I think I'll just pop up from behind the counter and, do something really, really standard as, hey, over here, come pick on someone your own size or something like that.
Okay. Difficulty 3 intellect. For
You're
each
just
one.
assuming they like shiny objects, and you're making yourself very shiny.
Which one first?
Oh, put on the swirling fish.
You can also taunt them because you're the one who killed their
amulet
friend
for
before.
the fun of it. Oh yeah. I still want to put on the swirling fish amulet because that sounds like just fun, more chaos to add.
I also like the idea that you were hiding behind the counter of a Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's just
Okay. I'm not going to add. Well, this is int. If my int goes down, it's not going to kill anything, but I have 0 edge in it.
Now I've just got this picture of like Ash like sitting on the counter, ripping it into a drumstick, going, "This was your mom."
Okay, I'll make the first roll and we'll just see how that goes.
Now, I was about to ask, is the first roll against Axe Guy or Hammer Guy?
We established that there was no preference, so hammer guy.
Okay. Hammer Guy turns and spends his action moving towards you getting into now immediate distance towards you.
All right, and that went
And I'm
pretty
assuming
well.
it's
Let's
just
try
you
it
because you guys are
again.
all pretty. You said spread out in a circle or so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was on one side of the hallway towards their home base, and the closest to me, I think, would be Finley on the other side of the hallway.
Here, then I'm probably like still within long, but like
Yeah.
where if this is the hallway to their base, so I could just go pew 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 like that.
Yep. Perfect.
No luck on the second one, though.
All right. So the axe one does swing towards you, Killian. Then.
Okay. Hmm. Really don't want to use all the might that I have, but I think I'm gonna have to.
You could also make it an intellect defense, like a well-placed throat punch to throw him off balance.
That would still tend to be more speed. I think intellect would be like insulting him.
Yeah.
Trying to use the biology angle again. You know where the
You know
soft
how
bits
birds'
are.
eyes work?
You know where the soft bits
You just
are.
stop.
You hit him in
You
one
just
of those.
freeze and stop moving completely, and then they can't see you.
I can't see you.
No, if I could do that, I just vanish. But no. You know what? I think I'm gonna use speed and just try to dodge out of the way.
Okay.
His
I do have
pockets-
a skill that was granted to me by my build called Withstanding Pain that I have no idea if that would apply. Like you have to be hit in order for that to apply to anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can include that in a defense or not.
Let
But
me look at it. Here we go. I assume it's on your character sheet.
yeah, it's the last skill. It just says
Feels
Withstanding
kind of
Pain.
my
okay.
overcoming effects or ignoring effects.
I see your skill is Withstanding Pain. I would not say that helps here because this is avoiding harm, but I would say if severe pain ever stops you from something, then that would I think be what helps. Or
Okay.
some kind of attack is instead like a psychic cruciatus curse or something like that. That would also do it. Crucio is the name the word you say to cast it, but it's called the Cruciatus curse.
All right.
All right, nerd.
Need to brush up on my Harry Potter.
Yes, you do.
Quick
This
quick
was-
sidebar.
This was
With Harry Potter.
difficulty 3 to begin with, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I learned
Yay.
that
Okay.
you can tell your phone Lumos, at least if you have an iPhone. You could say, "Hey, she who shall not be named, Lumos," and it'll do your flashlight.
Yes.
And then I don't remember the spell to like turn it off, but if you say like, "Hey," and then that spell to turn it off, it'll turn off.
I don't remember what it is either.
It's Nox.
Why
Yeah.
is it different?
Nox.
Like,
Thank
actually,
you.
why is it different? Why did you say Lumos again and it'll turn off in Harry Potter?
Because the spell
Like,
is
because
light.
the wand
forever.
can just be like, because the wand can just be like, oh, you set the light spell and the light's on already, so I'll just turn it off. Because that's...
No, but if you say it again, you get 2 light spells.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
This is
spell
Brighter
is
Anakin
and
magic.
make
brighter.
light exist forever.
I think the movie-only edition of Lumos Maximus was pretty cool. With the old, like, floodlight.
Oh, floodlighted by that floodlight
Yeah.
spell?
Yep.
Whatever.
Okay. So the axe and hammer one went. The one who was being bitten by a shark, decided to I think they're just gonna spend a turn running away. So they're gonna try and run past you guys.
No.
Listen, I don't think we could kill all of them if they run, so we kill the ones with the best weapons. Bow and arrow guy, he's in the Neolithic era. Let's get him out of here. We want the guns and the shotgun and the Hoover. We want the Hoover.
That's fair.
So long as they aren't taking any carts
Wait.
with them.
That could be a freaking slime gun for all we know. It could be totally useless. We haven't seen him use it yet.
But if we understand it, we might get XP for it.
Okay, fair. Yeah, get that guy.
And whatever's under the tarp, because I do not quite believe that it's their friend.
I don't believe so either.
I mean,
that's
they've shown
there,
they love
and
to
the
lie.
rest of them are still in the middle. Okay. Perfect. They've shown what?
They love
That they
to
love to
lie.
lie.
Oh,
We literally ask, "Where's your nest?" They go that way. It's like, okay, we'll go the other way. Thanks.
perfect. The one with the hunting rifle, will raise it towards Horatius and
Oh,
pull the
okay.
trigger. Figure the long ranger against the long ranger.
Mm-hmm. I will attempt to look into the matrix and neo dodge.
Okay.
So speed difficulty 3.
Speed difficulty 3.
All right.
All
Ooh,
right.
I get hit, but I get kinetic energy
do.
Like,
back.
it's not like the idea that you steal Neo dodge and he hits you in the shin.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a crack echoing throughout as the shot is fired, and yeah, it hits you. You already used your abilities to absorb kinetic energy that reduce the
Well,
damage significantly, right?
That just
That's
keeps
step in
going.
front, which is where if I go like take the attack, then I can reduce it significantly. But
Mhm.
because of my absorb kinetic energy, I always reduce damage by 1, and I have 1 armor.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, as a hunting rifle, this thing is definitely a heavy weapon, so it deals 6 damage default.
Ooh, ow. Okay, so 4.
Same with the great hammer, by the way. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And lastly, the one holding the strange-looking vacuum gun will raise it and point it at the shark, point it at Finley, and pull the trigger, and a barrage of razor-sharp mini discs fly towards you.
I would like to flex at them.
Perfect. So you're just having them shatter. They're fragile.
Yes.
The fragile projectile shattering against your shark skin.
Yes.
Okay, that
It
works.
starts at 3, right?
Difficulty 3. Yes.
I am specialized in flexing at things, so it goes down to 1.
Perfect.
Suck it, birds.
Just throwing
Hey.
records at you.
Awesome. The bird looks shocked when he sees that, but that's that's all of their turns, if I'm not mistaken. So, what do you do?
I think I'm do a little bit of kiting. I'm going to move away from the great hammer and get into the face of the guy with the axe and say, "Didn't you hear me?" And punch him in the face with a fistful of chicken drumstick.
Getting hot sauce in his eyes. Awful, awful thing to do.
And it's a cyberpunk future, so they made something worse than what we have
Oh yeah,
now.
like genetically engineered, like the worst hot sauce.
For people with cyber tongues,
Mm-hmm.
It's a
so
whole
it's
thing.
painful, but pain that also translates through the neural net in a cyber tongue.
Yep.
Like a BTL chip for capsaicin.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
It's just capsaicin straight to the brain. It's the sensation.
Yep.
It's great.
All right. So you basically like just as soon as the hammer guy runs up to you and starts swinging, you're like, nope, bye, and just run around past him, and run up to the guy with the
That's
axe.
one way to take the attack and not have any issues about
Oh,
avoiding.
if
the
he ever
negative
does reach you, his attack will
Yep.
still have a bonus against you.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
You're just gonna kite him
crush
around.
you. It's gonna crush you.
This became the Anonyxia fight, and
All right. So 3. I think I'm just going to go with a straight 3 here.
Okay. The difficulty here, because this one has an axe and a shield. I think a shield increases defense
Makes
by
it, yeah.
either
by
1 or
1.
2. I'm double checking.
I think
think
it's
it's
1
1.
because when we fought him before, we were debating like, oh, do we
Yes,
do?
shield is an asset. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
+1 difficulty.
Okay. In that case, I will -1 difficulty there, push yourself. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
The edge.
with spending effort.
Spending effort, yes. And I have 2 edge, so it's down to 1 point there.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
Sweet.
And because this is an attack, nothing. Never mind.
And how much damage do you deal with your fists of fire?
5.
5. Okay. Unluckily for him, the shield doesn't provide actual armor. It's just the defense. So he takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, maybe that did some
So,
distracting.
yeah, no, the bird initially sees you coming, raises his shield to block you. You just like bypass it and punch him in the face from the other side. And he like grabs his face and is holding onto it in pain. And looks at you with rage. That's your turn. Right? Okay. So, Killian, Horatius, Finley, your turns in whatever order you choose.
Should I hit the bow and arrow guy, see if I kill him on his way out?
Kill him.
Because he took 4 damage. I can do.
He took 3 damage, because what was it? No, I'm wrong. He took
No,
4
it was
damage.
4 damage
You're
for
right.
him.
Yeah, because it was 2 for
Yeah.
the first bite, 2 for the second bite.
Yep.
I can deal 4
You're right.
minus 1. He probably has armor on, right? If
They all have armor on. Yeah.
You might.
Yeah, I'll
still
send it
kill him
his
anyways.
way.
Yeah.
Have we hit hunting rifle guy yet?
No.
'Cause
No.
that's
No.
okay. That's the most dangerous person in a running game.
Mhm.
Where is hunting rifle guy?
He's right in the middle.
Long
He's
range
next
from
to.
us?
No, he has a long range weapon,
Oh.
but he's next to Killian and you.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
okay.
okay. Then you guys probably got him, right? Right.
Well, aside from the fact that ridiculous long ranged weapons have benefits up close, but sure.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see if I can kill bow and arrow guy on the way out, so he doesn't bring reinforcements.
Yep.
So I'm gonna kinetic energy hit him for 4.
Okay. Perfect. You deal 4 damage to him, minus his armor. He's still up, but he looks very injured.
No. Is there anything else I can do? Like, can I take cover?
That
One
it's
turn
ac-
action.
Yeah, they're meant to be
Mm,
quick turns. So
I
nope.
want to rush into the center of melee and get up in hunting rifle's face.
All right, perfect. Then you can just do that. He looks at you, eyes wide. There's we just see a shark-shaped shadow looming over him.
I wanted to literally dive in, but I don't think I have enough runway to
No.
do that.
That's the glaive has a move and attack in the same turn thing.
I need a move and attack so I can just shark charge people and bite them in the face.
It's really good. Okay.
I also want to point out my best attack against a hunting rifle dude is to snap his rifle over my knee. Someone else has a better option.
I don't think we need.
I was
that
gonna say,
rifle.
unless you guys want the rifle.
Do we want the rifle? I need to know.
I
I'm
don't have
better
any
at
skills
using
that
my
would help
blood.
me use it, so
I've got a crossbow, which is essentially the same thing, but not a heavy weapon.
You would just have to reload, but you'd
Anyone
probably
use heavy weapons?
no.
No. All right, I'm gonna
I
break
can't.
his gun. Cool.
Okay.
We would get it to sell it, but
Killian, what do you do?
I'm going after the so the guy that Az just attacked is between us, right?
Yeah,
Like,
the
right up
axe and
close,
shield guy.
yeah.
Yep.
I might as well
You're
just
both
end
basically
him.
flanking him.
All right, so
Do you get a point for flanking?
Not in this case.
and this time I will use the poison. Well, the poison's on the sword.
If there was a
so-
point for flanking, that would even make that move and attack thing even better. Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna spend the might to do it. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. So you hit him for how
That
much
is-
damages again?
9.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, because it's 4 for the
He's-
sword and 5 for the juice.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. No, he's he's dead.
Yay,
How do
we
you
got a
kill him?
shield.
What does it look like when you kill him with that?
I feel like
I mean, there's I'm guessing some necrotizing poison on the edge of the blade, and as
Yeah.
they slice across him, you just see like the black tendrils glide across and the feathers fall out of his
Ooh.
skin.
Yep. Excellent. He collapses to the
If
ground.
we get the bow and arrow, we can make arrows out of those feathers.
I'm sure the flock would love that. Okay. That is everyone. Now it's the NPC's turn to act, as few of them as there now are. The bow and arrow one will turn towards all of you. You, Horatius, who was shooting it, and injured though it is, it will shoot at you.
With a kinetic energy attack.
Technically, yes,
Yeah.
with a kinetic energy attack.
I'm going to try and just stand there very menacingly, and as the arrow comes in, just catch it before it hits me.
I think you
Excellent.
can jump back and karate chop it. I think that's the better move.
No, because if I miss, I'm just on my next kinetic blast. I'm gonna shoot the arrow back at him from my body. So
All right.
Just backwards, not even
yeah,
turn.
just backwards.
Feathers first.
Feather side sticks in.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm gonna use speed.
Okay.
3 difficulty, right?
Yep. Difficulty 3.
Nope. It just goes. And
No,
I'm
you catch it. You get a
I've
bit of
been
like
impaled.
carpet burn on your hand
You
as
do
it.
catch it in your chest. It
It
doesn't,
just
doesn't
goes
hit
in.
it doesn't hit the heart. You stop it from the heart.
Yep. You take 4 damage.
-2, so I take 2 damage.
Perfect.
Ow.
The Great Hammer one will turn around and say, "Get back here!" in a much more squawking bird-like voice, and run after Az again. And that's its turn.
Good. We've taken 2 attacks away from him. It's gone well so far.
Yup.
Just
Everybody
angrily
just
running with
keeps
his
moving ranges.
Yep. And then that's bow and arrow guy. Hunting rifle guy is looking at everyone bearing down on him, especially with the shark. They're gonna move away towards, I think, the other way. They're gonna move this direction for their turn.
Okay.
I just have to retype it. Yeah. Action shield guy's dead, and the guy with what is called the buzzer is going to. You're all dangerous.
Alright, the shark again. Do it.
I'm
Do it. I
considering
want to do it
it.
again. I want to stop him a second time.
To be fair, the shark is the scariest outwardly. I'm only
As it's
scary in
also
my brain.
literally on fire.
That's true.
I think I'm gonna roll a d2 this time just to decide. Between 1, it'll be Finley. 2, it'll be Az. Finley, you're getting shot at again.
Sure. I would like to roll to not be. I'm just gonna.
Deflect.
What?
No, you can use XP to reroll because that's real bad.
The hubris of the shark.
Now, I will use XP this time to re-roll to just
The free GM
Ooh!
intro.
the other way.
The universe.
Perfect.
It's balanced.
There's a click from his weapon as it jams after he tries to shoot at you, and he looks at it like in horror. So
I flex anyway. That's how it jams.
No,
the gun is
yeah.
The gun is intimidated.
Does that get the major effect? Because it's not an attack roll.
Yeah, it's a major
yes.
effect.
That the major effect was that his gun's jammed, so he can't shoot it
Okay.
anymore without basically taking an action to
I
try and
couldn't
fix it.
bounce them off my chest and have them slap into someone else's face.
So, did you spend anything on that roll?
No.
You
Okay, you
One
would have got it back.
XP.
Well, I spent 1 XP to like re-roll
No,
it.
from the stat pools.
No.
'Cause with a major effect, that refunds.
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't spend anything. I just am really good at flexing.
I love.
is
that
that
you
a refund
intimidated
in
the
addition to?
Yeah, it says
Wow.
if the PC spent points from a stat pool on the action, the point cost for the action decreases to 0.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Okay, Then that's all of the birds' turns. As what do you do?
Oh, right.
Punch and run. Punch and run.
Yeah, punch and run.
I think that is the correct answer. See, I don't want to leave Great Hammer with you guys. That sounds like a problem. Yes, I will punch and run.
Who are you punching?
The Great Hammer.
Okay. Let me write actually.
Actually,
also.
no, not the Great Hammer.
Buzzer
The
is
vacuum
here.
guy.
Yeah, those are the only two that are here now.
Buzzer Boy and Great Hammer.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I'll just spin deck the buzzer guy.
Okay.
Who probably did not expect that, and then book it to the hunting rifle.
Make an attack roll against the buzzer guy. Difficulty 3.
All right. No.
All right. No.
No, that is not a
sees you. He sees you coming towards him to punch him, and he just like, I think. I don't think he does anything specific. He just like dodges out of the way, and is very flighty.
I was off balance. Wasn't expecting the birds to move quite that much.
No.
In that case, I don't think I'm actually going to move towards the rifle guy. Yeah, I'm gonna circle back around and just get behind Great Hammer, which I mean I know does nothing with ranges, but it does fictional.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're still far away from Great Hammer guy then? You're still moving like.
No, I'm right behind him.
You're right next to him. Okay.
So I'm still in immediate range with everyone here.
Okay. Oops. Yeah, Killian Horatius Finley.
I'll just kill the bow and arrow guy with his own arrow from my body.
All right, you kill him.
He's dead now.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had 1 HP left.
It's like what's the name? It's like a geyser. It goes poof, and just shoots him with his arrow.
Is it just like it's his arrow like powered by your blood that's coming out of you?
Yes, exactly.
Excellent.
I would like to bite through Great Hammer guy's armor. It's like rip a big hole in his chest.
Nice. Smart. Okay. So you're trying to destroy his armor. That is an object.
Yes.
It's still difficulty 3, minus however much your training in that is.
I've got 2. I'm just gonna roll it. Yay!
Okay. So yeah, you tear his armor up, so it's basically not there anymore.
I bite through the KFC bucket. He was wearing his armor.
Yep.
So
Excellent.
Nothing compared to you.
I will spin and attack the armorless bird.
Sweet. Okay. Difficulty 3 as before.
No, but I'm going to spend my late inspiration and roll it again.
Your late inspiration?
Yeah, it's a jack ability. It allows me to retry any roll I did in the last minute.
Okay.
Yay.
Hey.
Okay. You succeed.
Yeah.
Hitting him with your sword
damage.
for 4 damage. Perfect.
Get shot a bunch.
Yep. In his rage, he will swing his hammer. He was gonna swing it but he just got distracted by you two.
Wait, as distracted again.
Killian.
Yeah, can I take that account?
Is who he's originally going to fight. As what do you do to make him turn towards you?
Tap him on the shoulder.
Okay, sure. He violently and immediately swings in a like full 360 towards you, full 180 towards you with his hammer, attacking you.
I do not have to roll for it?
You don't have not this time, no. He's already been chasing you around.
Yeah, he pissed him off enough.
She's attacking you. The defense difficulty is now 5 because it's 2 steps harder.
And I'm going to put that down by 1, at least.
Gives you the shield.
Yeah. Oh, right, shield. Okay, so put that down by 1 for the shield, 1 for spending spending effort, rather. And I don't have any other special defense things.
Don't have any training?
No, I don't have any training. I do have the shroud, so you'll take, I think, 2 damage straight from that. But,
Okay. If he hits you, or if he attacks you?
No, just if he attacks me.
Okay,
That's why I've been trying to get into close combat with these people.
nice.
Okay. And he does not hit.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, so you expecting it, you just jump back, and the hammer just, like, swings right in front of you but misses you. And he looks at you.
But I guess the fire burning was, just kept being there for a little bit behind me, so
Exactly.
he just swings his
There's
arm
sort of
through
it-
and goes through that.
Exactly. And so he's like, ah, and like screams in now pain mixed with rage as his with
Steam rises up from under his hands on the hammer.
Yep. The smell of fried bird begins to emanate through the air.
Delicious.
Perfect.
Really?
The one holding the buzzer will jump into the air and start flapping his arms. The buzzer now put on his belt. It's sort of a slightly oversized pistol-sized gun. It's not a two-handed gun or anything heavy. And he starts flapping.
So it looks like a pistol with a big box attached to the face of it.
That's basically it. Yes.
A pistol grip blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss.
And yeah, no, he takes to the air, flying up above you all. Technically, he's now a short distance away, but up.
What does it take for me to jump and bite him? Is that possible? Can I do a jump
Harpoon
bite?
gun him.
Ooh,
Harpoon him.
harpoon him.
I've got a
bad.
skill in climbing.
And the one with the hunting rifle will reload because it's a hunting rifle, so it's not semi-auto. It's
Nice.
a single
Was it
shot.
jammed?
No, the buzzer was jammed, so he flew up. The hunting rifle was just one shot, then reload, then shoot, then reload.
Yeah.
So he's reloading.
Cool.
Okay. I have
That's
I have a
everyone.
question.
Yes.
So, is the buzzer now short distance from me?
He
Same distance
no, he's
from
not.
you.
I don't think so.
It's
no.
basically
Okay.
the same distance from you. It's just a short distance from everyone else.
Okay, here, I'll do this. So, I will talk about this post game when we do our review, but I don't like range bands as much as I should.
I'm the same way, and I've been that way since
I like range bands,
Star Wars.
but I don't
Fantasy
like the way
Flight
they
games.
do range bands. Like the way they do range bands. We'll get into this more later, but it somehow is supposed to signify the whole battlefield as opposed to like a Final Fantasy style battlefield. Like it's the writing the line again, where it's like we simplified it, but not simplified it enough. Where it's like, yeah, we all assume we're on a 2D plane like in Final Fantasy. That makes sense for range bands. Like we have super simplified combat. Range bands. We need to play it. I'm going to throw it on our list. But Ryutama does range bands
I'm down
better.
for Ryutama. I've heard so many things and haven't got the chance to play it.
Yeah, I think it does range bands better because it simplifies combat way more. There's no dynamic battlefield. The battlefield is far more Final Fantasy-y, so you don't need to worry about like how does this make sense in it because there is only the range bands and like the simple combat stuff. No, not really worrying. There's not a map that you have to somehow map a range band on.
With these
Okay.
range bands, though, or range circles, what I do like is that it does give you a lot of scope for theater of the mind. You do have an idea of this person's here, and that kind of makes sense, and you can maneuver around it. But it definitely does have a little more keeping track of people.
If we had 4 of these, one for each character, it would make a lot more sense, but a lot more fiddly work as we're going through and changing bands and everything.
Yeah. So, just so I understand, I'm still long from Great Hammer. Are these two now very long, or is it more like this?
I think
where-
hunting rifle.
Would hunting rifle be short or still?
I think long, and then buzzer. I think they'd still all be just long.
Yeah, they'd all be just long.
Okay. Hunting rifle hasn't been hit, but buzzer is pretty hurt, right?
Hunting rifle. Has not
We
been
never
hit.
actually have done anything to buzzer at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I thought you bit him.
No.
We Different guy.
I bit bow and arrow.
Mm,
Yeah.
Great
okay.
Hammer's
Who
been
got-
hurt a bit.
who got
Hunting
the
Rifle
armor
and
pulled
Buzzer
off
are
him?
both untouched.
Great Hammer got the armor pulled off him.
Got the armor pulled
Okay.
off him.
Yeah, the melee guy. I figured that was a good one to start with for.
Yep. But as the birds just went, so what do you want to do?
I just went.
Did you? Oh, yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, it's you three again.
You two go first, because I got to figure out
It'll
who I
take
want to
one
shoot.
hit to take out Great Hammer.
I'd say try to anchor the flyer. I'll go after
Mhm.
Great Hammer.
I
Yeah.
would like to. Does it take an action to pull out a weapon if I have no weapons in my hands?
If you have no weapons in your hands,
Oh.
I'd say no, because the other guy just put his weapon on his belt without it taking an action.
I would like to pull out my harpoon gun and shoot that same person who put his.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
Perfect.
preloaded.
Difficulty
safety.
3 to hit him.
Do I spend speed to make that easier?
Yes, speed is what's used typically for ranged attacks. And I think
Cool.
hitting him quickly before he gets away is a good idea, because he looks like
Is
he's
it-
going to fly away.
Yeah. Would it make sense that there's a rope attached to the harpoon, or is that an
Yeah,
action
no.
that I'd have to set up?
I think the
Cool.
rope. I mean, you would probably generally keep the rope attached to the harpoon.
Yeah, it's like coiled on the side of the harpoon gun.
Exactly.
So I spend 1 unit of effort to make it standard as I shoot him in the thigh with the harpoon.
Nice.
That was
So-
close.
4
Yep.
damage.
4 damage. All right.
And
Now he's
now
tied
you've got a
down.
flock kite.
Now I have a flock kite. Yep.
Zen, I could just take 1 damage to kill Great Hammer, I think, because I think he's pretty hurt, right?
No, you can spend 1
He's-
might to use your kinetic blast.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Great
He's
Hammer
been
is
hit-
pretty hurt. He's been
He's
hit
been
twice.
singed by me. Did you hit him at all?
I hit him for 4.
Yeah, so he's gotten 6.
Yeah.
6
Yeah,
out
so
of-
I could just kill him if I
Yeah.
take a damage.
take him out.
Yeah, I, listen to the Black Parade and then kill him.
All right. Perfect. How much damage did that
More
deal?
blood from the arrow hole.
4,
Nice. That does kill him.
and he has no armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
He falls. Just
Okay.
So
leaving.
did you stab yourself to do that, or
It
It's just-
says I take a damage, so
It's
I'd
not
like
even
to
take
imagine.
damage. It's spend might.
Yeah,
So,
spend might.
You just know that it drains you of your life essence when you do it.
Yeah, that's blood I don't get back from my spear.
Spillage. It's 1 might
Yeah.
spillage.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've got hitting the
So,
buzzer's going to take an
There's
action to
just
pull
the
him
buzzer and the hunting rifle guy left. Buzzer
Yep.
just took damage from the harpoon. Hunting rifle guy hasn't taken any damage at all.
down. Yeah, but
Then he's just
they're
reloaded.
both a short distance away from me.
Yes.
I
But one you
think at
can
this
walk to,
point-
the other
Yeah.
you can't really cross that distance up.
Yep. No, I'm thinking I'm just going to pick up the shotgun this time. That makes things easy.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So, shotgun, here we go. It is a medium weapon. It can. It's. Let me double check it, because obviously I want to make it comparable to existing weapons.
It's a 4 damage. Would be the comparable.
hmm
Probably needs to reload. Has
It does need to
Probably has
reload.
1d3 bullets in it.
It hasn't been shot at all.
Yeah, is
So
it?
it's
But if
fully
it's an
loaded.
automatic
Is it-
shotgun, or is
Yeah, is
it a
it- is it-
single barrel, like double?
I think
Is it
let's-
12 shells or 2, basically?
Yeah. I think in this case, let's make it 2.
Okay.
So a double barrel shotgun, and you have no extra bullets until we go through pockets.
hmm
Yep. Okay. And then that's everyone. So I think the birds go. The one with the hunting rifle, having now reloaded and seeing what's going on with Buzzer, is going to take aim at Finley and
Bring it on, bird.
fire at you.
Cool.
So that is a
Twice.
difficulty 3 defense.
Difficulty 1 defense.
Yes.
Because bird weapons cannot harm me.
Yep. There's just a ping as the bullet just bounces off you like titanium. And no, that's its action.
Yep. It's 2 actions, actually.
Hmm?
It took 1 to reload it, 1 to
Oh,
shoot me,
you did, yeah.
netting in nothing.
Yep.
2 actions to shoot me for no damage.
The bird in the air, now stuck by the harpoon, is I think they're gonna try and pull themselves free of the harpoon.
I do believe that would do damage. I will argue that ripping a harpoon out of your leg will do you damage. They are
I
specifically
don't
designed
disagree with
to
that.
get to you and not come out.
Yep.
I feel like this would be like a contested role almost, like between Finley trying to yank him to the ground and him trying to get the damn arrow out. Or the
Well,
harpoon,
only
rather.
we as PCs do roll, so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just,
No, I'm
it's weird trying to
considering
set
that.
the difficulty.
Yeah, in this case, I think would be the best way to do it.
I can roll
Is the
might.
action that's really being rolled Finley's trying to yank the bird down?
No, that would be on Finley's turn. I think in this
Yeah.
case, the action is a defense by Finley, not against an attack, but this
She's
might
defending the grapple.
yeah, this might be an int defense of how well is your harpoon made to resist this.
Cool. I'm trained in that one too.
Okay. Difficulty 3.
Smart shark.
Yep. Birds have no effect on me.
Birds have no effect
Most
on me.
most of the time
It's just
people
doors.
assume that birds eat fish, but not this time.
No, fish win.
Difficulty 3 normally.
Yeah, I rolled 2 because it's not specialized.
Oh, you just rolled. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So
It's
yeah,
yeah.
they aren't
Oh,
able to get it
success.
out. They try, but there's too much pain. It is like fully through their leg, and nope, they're stuck. That's their turn. What do you do?
I'm pretty sure that the movement thing isn't going to fly if I try and climb that rope. And
If you try and
No,
climb
just-
that rope, that would instead be pulling the bird down. You could just grab the rope and pull the bird down if you want to, as an action.
I think
see,
your
I
best
see a
thing
really
is,
bad GM intrusion here if that happens, of just lighting the rope on fire instead, and I'd rather
Yeah.
not do that.
It hasn't
Just go
actually
beat
been
up-
established if it's a rope or steel cable. And
It's a rope.
it's a rope. Okay, cool.
It's a rope.
And I should
Just
have
go
the
and
bird
punch.
bite the rope.
Just go punch the guy with the rifle.
Exactly. I think I'm going to run on over to the guy with the rifle and just give him a love tap.
Okay.
Oop the snoot.
Difficulty 3 to punch.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, there's nothing desperate here yet. Apparently, I can't hit anyone
Nope.
right now.
He raises the rifle and defends
to block
himself.
your
He
punch.
like blocks it like a
Wait, what is
long
the
bow staff.
the color guard thing? I don't know if they would do this in Canadian high schools, but they do it in American where they have the fake rifles and they spin them and catches the fist.
Okay.
What is that called?
I've seen it, but I don't. I've seen it, sorry, in
Yeah,
TV
whoops.
shows and stuff and movies, but I haven't seen it in real life.
No, not scouts. We had some sort of army thing here.
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
Cadets?
like it's not scouts because I didn't do
Okay.
that in scouts at all.
It's literally
No, I
just
just
called
remembered.
rifle spinning. That's what
It's
it's
Yeah,
like-
called.
okay, well, he does
Okay.
does
So yeah,
that
he starts
to trip
doing that a
over.
bunch, like ah.
And I'm like, I do. How? Okay, and so I go for like a leg punch or something instead, and that does not.
He like he drops the rifle on the ground and like pushes himself up into the air to dodge the leg spin.
Yeah, some real acrobatic avoidance.
Very yeah.
He knows bird foo.
Okay, killing Horatius Finley.
I
I
move
would-
within short of everyone, so I don't have to hurt myself to do things anymore.
Good plan.
Okay.
Good plan. I would like to take the rope in both hands and yank down as hard as I can, attempting to smash the flying bird into the ground.
All right. So Difficulty 3 if you want to just pull him down. Difficulty 4, and you'll also deal 2 damage to him from just smashing him extra hard.
Can I do difficulty? I'm not gonna try to convince him to be a bird balloon. What about difficulty 4 and I break something on him?
I mean, he doesn't have any for objects. You could break his gun if you wanted to, but if you like the gun, that's not a good idea. He doesn't have much else on him that
Is he
is
wearing
of
armor?
note. He is wearing armor, but I don't think you could feasibly break his armor but with the fall.
What if I smash him onto a chair?
Or a counter.
That would deal the damage, but I don't think it would break the armor still.
I don't have a damage skill. Apparently breaking their spine doesn't count as task related to damage.
Not damaging objects.
Well, I have to admit, breaking that armor is super useful.
It is. I feel like just yanking him down is the best option because I don't have points. I'm running out of points to spend.
Okay.
Yep.
Difficulty 3.
Nope.
No, he it's
He
not
flaps
that
against it.
well, it's not that tall. He doesn't just flap against it. He's kind of near the ceiling. And so he just like grabs onto some of the pipes or something that's up there and just like, "No! You're not going to get me." They're just pulling against him and there's
Down on the bird.
Yep. Okay, so he's still up there. Killian, I think you're the only one who has an action.
Yeah. What is the effective range of a shotgun?
Oh, the effective range of a shotgun is this a video game shotgun? In which case it's right. No, it's not. In this case, it will be
Probably short.
short range.
3 feet.
Yeah,
Probably.
it'll be short range.
We
So
have
you
been
could
playing
just
way
point.
too much XCOM lately.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a bird that's all strung up for you, making a perfect target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If this
it's
was
short
XCOM,
range.
you'd put the gun right next to his head, and then all of a sudden you'd go,
Miss.
"Yes."
99%.
Yes, it's short range, which is in range of both of the birds here.
And is firing into
There's no way she's firing into melee.
engaged people. Okay, fine. Given that the hunting rifle guy is the only one with an actual weapon at this point.
It's not
I believe.
loaded.
No, it's not loaded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Well
got to
then.
reload still.
I'll shoot the buzzer. Fuck him.
Okay, perfect.
Oh!
Speed roll, difficulty 3.
Do I want to spend? No, I'm just gonna roll straight because I'm gonna die if I spend too much. Yay!
All right,
4
perfect.
damage.
So you hit him for 4 damage minus
I
his
pepper
armor.
him nicely.
Yep. Duck hunt all over.
He's
again.
taken 6 so far.
Yep.
It's duck hunt, but instead of a dog picking up the duck, it's a shark.
Yep. Perfect. So on its turn, the buzzer bird is going to reach down with its beak and try to bite the rope to break it on the harpoon. I think this will.
There's not much I can do to stop that.
Yeah, I think it just happens in this case. So it bites the rope, but that's his whole action. It hasn't moved yet, and it
Yeah,
still has the harpoon.
I'm down
sticking
a
out of it.
harpoon now.
The hunting rifle one is going to see everything that's going on here, and it yells in squawking bird to Buzzer, and then will wield its hunting rifle like a club and swing it at Az, taking 2 damage. Firstly,
This is the best case scenario.
Yes, I'm happy.
We get
with
the
this.
gun.
Yeah, no, take 2 damage and
gonna try and make
I'll
an attack
use
against
effort
you.
for that.
this is an
So-
unwieldy medium weapon, so this will be a level difficulty 2 defense.
It's difficulty 0. I have a shield and I'm using effort.
Okay, then it just misses,
It
and you just like
doesn't hit.
catch it on
You
your
just
shield
smash
without
it out of the way
trying.
with your shield.
Yeah. Perfect. That's their turns. Who goes
You're
next?
up.
I'm up, and I'm going to pull out actually my crossbow and shoot the buzzer bird because I'm not too worried about
Yeah,
this
you're not
thing.
even worth it.
Just casually. Pew!
All right, cool. Difficulty 3.
Okay. Finally! Woohoo!
You dead now? Have we shot this bird enough?
Yes. And with the crossbow bolt hitting him, that bird falls. So you get your harpoon back. That's
Now,
good.
Yeah, her food back. It's very important.
now the real question: do we want to leave the last one alive or
No.
not?
No,
No.
we're just gonna take them all out. We're gonna look in the shopping cart. We need a
Okay.
discovery.
Yeah,
I
fair.
don't know if this would be a
We
discovery.
need a discovery.
I'm discovering what's in the shopping cart.
I'm gonna fry this bird's brain. I'm gonna use onslaught, which is a physical attack that I will have to roll for.
Okay. Difficulty 3 to attack, then, unless it has its own set difficulty. But I half doubt that.
No, here's the.
I think it's just an attack, if I remember
I think it's just
correctly.
an attack.
Yep.
Yeah, you attack a foe. So yeah, difficulty 3.
Yep. But I am. Where did I put it? I am trained in onslaught,
Nice.
so it's difficulty 2.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going for brain? You said brain blast, right?
No, I'm doing the 4 points of physical damage because that's
Oh, okay.
more than
No, he's
the
physically
mental because of his
aiming
armor.
at his head. That's why it's called.
Yeah,
brain
I'm
blast.
physically shooting my blood into his brain.
It's still towards the brain.
Yeah.
So healthy.
just physical brain damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. 4 damage, minus armor. Excellent. He takes it. He gets hit in the head, and you can see he's like, ah! And he's holding it. He's holding his head with his hand that is
His
holding
burnt
his.
wing.
And his burnt. Was that? Yeah. No. He was. Yep.
Yep. Talk about bird brain.
Horatius just acted. Finley and Killian, I think you both have still to go.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
I don't have any good things.
Just move over
Could move over.
or reload.
You could reload your harpoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload my harpoon gun.
Killian can take a shot, I think, with
Yep.
the second of the 2 barrels. Okay.
I will do this. Yeah, why not? No.
Nope. Okay. So he sees you leveling the shotgun at him and just ducks to the ground before you're able to hit him.
Why was that one bird shot when the first one was buckshot?
Finley just went. You reloaded, so the bird, on its turn, will raise its hands in the air and say, can I surrender now?
My response to that will be no and an uppercut.
Yeah, no, it can't get away from you with
Okay.
your running, with your simultaneous moving and punching.
And
Or
I
that's-
still can't hit.
Nope. He's still very acrobatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we all try again to shoot
We'll
him.
try again
I would
to
like
shoot him.
him.
Shoot him with
I
your harpoon.
can't. I only had the 2 bullets.
Yes.
This one wouldn't
Yeah,
have a rope
you
attached to
harpoon
it, I
him.
think.
No, it wouldn't. But it's still a big piece of metal.
Still
I missed.
And I shot and I
I'll
missed. Another
I'll
shot
brain
and I
blast him. I brain blast
You
him.
brain blast him, and that finishes him off. He dies.
Mhm.
Okay. Woo.
Yeah,
Good, they surrendered.
yeah, good work, team. We
They did.
it.
You didn't accept it, but they did surrender.
What's
They
in the
did
cart?
surrender. Listen, there's no Geneva Convention in this world.
What's in the cart?
So, in the cart, you see many things, and amongst the bodies. So, firstly, there are 8 more shotgun cartridges for the shotgun.
Nice.
Hooray.
There are 3 more disc cartridges of razor sharp discs for the gun, in addition to whatever is in it. 6 hunting rifle bullets, single shot each. On the shopping carts, there we go. One of them is covered in, as I said, mechanical parts. Inspecting it closer, you see what looks like the salvaged remains of some kind of turret, as well as a bundle of glowing tubes of glowing blue electrical plasma that you would recognize as power cells. You see a bundle of about a dozen of them. You also see a tall cage, a wire cage, that is holding several radial butterflies in it.
All right.
There's the cart that I showed you had a dozen like planters with like plants in it. There's also the barrel, which inspecting it does seem to be filled with water. And the shopping cart that was covered in a cloth did in fact have seems to have the corpse of one other flock member who looks like they were shot several times with bullets.
How many shims do we find?
Please roll 5d20.
Wow.
Sorry, 60-20.
And then is the bird in the shopping cart? Does he have stuff on him, or did they take his stuff off of him?
He has a standard pistol on him with 12 rounds.
So Killian, are you thinking of getting some wings?
Right. I don't know. I'm not as spry as I used to be. I can try.
You think I could get some?
Wait, you can give other people things?
I don't know that he'll be. They might reject you.
Oh,
You can
Oh,
try.
I know how that feels.
This is going Scottish quick.
yep.
You decided to implant yourself with a new accent.
Right. It's yeah. Interchangeable voice boxes.
Some migrating accent box.
I mean, we can certainly try to put wings on you if you're
To
angling for
be
that.
really clear, I'm not actually angling. At the beginning, during character creation, one of the things we put on was that. So,
Yeah, that's why the response of your body might reject them, because that's the bond there. But
yeah,
I'm not okay with not getting wings.
I mean, I'm up for Frankensteining everyone in this party if that's something we're down with. But
you know what? Actually, wings would be kind of awesome.
Oh, everyone
Yeah,
gets
sure, I'm good with
everyone gets $13.
Yay, I have money now.
I have enough to buy an extra action.
What? Actions cost money?
The timing thing, buying time.
Does armor stack or no?
it will say if it stacks. It's usually like plus armor, but usually no. But sometimes.
Okay. Oh, and then we have all of their leather armor -1.
Yeah, basically, you have 5 scrappy bird leather like it's not it's the equivalent of leather armor. Like they're all pretty light armor, but some of them is like light. It's salvaged armor, and so some of them are like literally having like pots and pans on their shoulders and things like that.
So it's like leather jerkin.
It's light armor, basically.
Okay.
All of it.
So I guess the big question is, what of this do we want to give back to the townsfolk for our heroic re-entry? And what of it does we want to disappear into our pockets?
I think we take whatever we want. So we took the money.
Yes.
Killian, you're going to keep the shotgun, I think.
Mm-hmm.
think the rest of it we can just bring back for glory.
Uh-huh.
I mean, do
I
we
don't
want
need a.
the hunting rifle or the razor gun?
Is the hunting rifle just medium damage reload?
Well, it's a heavy weapon, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I wouldn't
I
mind
can't
carting that
use
around
that.
with me.
All
I'll
right,
cart it around with
that's
me. I
yours.
can use
That
it.
you
Yeah.
have a rifle.
And 6 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
So, as you guys are picking through this, and just as you think you've made your decisions, you hear a voice from behind you, from the direction of the outdoor entrance that led to the rooftops. You hear, "Oh, it's you." Um, and you see, having just entered the area with you, is none other than your own patron, Ren, in his. Let's see what he looked like again. Here we go.
Oh, I'm keeping the shopping cart with the flock in it for
Oh,
reasons.
good. You have a body.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I
It's
think
for science.
yeah, you see him. He's wearing his sort of dark clothes while wearing a mask, um, and he's accompanied, of course, by his floating robotic cylinder creature behind him.
Good companion, giant robot cylinder.
Yep.
Mhm.
And he says,
Will Robinson thinks so. Oh.
"Still distracting yourself, I see, from my mission."
We got
Oh,
lost in a magic elevator.
yeah. We made it to the other building and down, but then we found this elevator that brought us up here.
We figured keeping your home base safe and returning these supplies might be worth something.
We came
What
across the
happened?
raiding party.
I was away. And you realize he was coming from the other direction, away from the camp, so he, yeah, was probably on his way
Wait,
back
if you
to
were
it.
away, why are you sending us out?
I have other objectives that I'm fulfilling myself.
Well, do you want to return all the stuff so we can head back out?
He pauses, noticing Az's body language, and he says, "I can, I suppose."
Oh, that's all right. We'll be need to rest up for the night, I think.
Well,
Yeah, we have our shortcut back, so we can stay safe in town and then head back to where we left off.
very well. I'm headed back now. I shall see you if you
We can
wait
walk
to
together.
return. He pauses before saying, "I suppose."
Do you want to eat
Good.
some mold?
No, we got rid of the mold. We're out of mold.
Yeah, but we're right
Yeah.
by where the mold is.
Oh, it'd be magic mold.
Tastes apparently really good.
There are many things I would do instead of that.
Okay, I just didn't know. It apparently is very good.
Do you want to restock magic mold though?
No, because in 10 hours I stop being immune and have to roll my save.
And those of
Well,
you
wait,
who
you
aren't
do it
immune,
now.
yeah, those of you who aren't immune might soon need to re-roll that save anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you walk
I-
together?
yeah, that seems like a good plan.
Very well.
Push the shopping carts.
Yeah, push the shopping carts back. Take our 10-hour rest in town and go to break.
Yeah.
Keep all of the birds onto the cart with the other dead bird.
Yeah.
We'll come back. I think my question, Ren is completely happy to totally ignore you on your way back to town. But if you want to try and get information from him, you could try to make awkward conversations or something else.
I'd ask about if he knows about the magic elevator or the weird ghost guys or the. Wait, who stuck their head in the portal?
I did.
Okay, so did you tell us about that, or you're just like, nope?
Yeah, I probably mentioned that there was some kind of guardian knight in the middle of an
The void.
expanse of of stone bridges, and it looked fairly epic, but way above our fucking pay grade.
Yeah, I'd ask about that too, probably.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll go to break now, and we'll see how he responds to that. And see how it goes. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Yeah, cool.